Hello, everyone, and welcome to 5 Tips for Aspiring Higher Ed Expats from Carla at Roseapple Global. Let's jump into tip number 1, and it's all about your credentials, your resume, your cover letter, things like your LinkedIn profile and references. Make sure all those things reflect your international interests. It expresses the fact that you want to live and work abroad. Number 2, your network is what it's all about. Make sure that you are connecting with higher ed colleagues that are living and working in the field across the globe, and particularly those who are at institutions that you're interested in working at. Tip number 3, understand the trends that are happening in international higher education. Especially in the regions and countries that you're interested in, but also understand the challenges that are happening in the education sector in those regions and countries. Number 4, be open to exploring areas, regions, countries that are not trendy. We all have our list of our favorite countries, but sometimes if you choose a country that has your experience and open positions, you may get abroad sooner than if you sit around and wait for that country that you feel is the ideal spot for you. Tip number 5, I'm an expat career coach. My specialty is higher education, but I do work with everyone. Working with someone like me helps you gain insight, knowledge, and resources because I've curated that insight and knowledge over the past 10 years of working in 7 countries around the world at different types of institutions. So that kind of insight and knowledge don't come just because you're on the ground. It comes because you've intentionally gathered it. And yes, here's a little bit more about me. I just mentioned that I've worked in 7 countries. Part of that includes the United States. I've been living abroad for 15 years total when it comes to my career. I'm a third culture kid. I've traveled to over 50 countries. So I have a vast knowledge and understanding of what it may take to go and work in a higher ed field abroad, as well as being able to give you good advice on just regions and where prospects are in the higher ed field. And yes, you can find me. Here are ways you can find me and connect with me. Uh, you know, LinkedIn and Instagram are the quickest places to reach out to me, and the email, of course. So connect with me if you need my services or you have more questions about working abroad in higher ed. Last but not least, save this, share it with someone who you think may be interested or someone who's brought that thought to your head. I would much appreciate it. And again, till next time, I'm Carla from Roseapple Global, sharing you tips on how to live, work, and achieve your dream of working in higher ed abroad.